Hello, I'm Richard Hunter and welcome to our look ahead for the week commencing the 9th of March. It's been another tumultuous week in the market, of course. The coronavirus continues to grab the headlines both in terms of business and general news. The latest addition to the story is that the state of California in the States has declared a state of emergency. This is alongside a couple of cases being reported in New York. And of course, the pandemic status that the virus is starting to get really is not only putting the jitters amongst investors, but companies are actually now reporting some real detriment to their bottom line in terms of tourism stocks in particular. There's a couple of tourism stocks in the FTSE 100, for example, such as Chewy, which has seen a 40% decline in its share price in the year to date, to the extent it will actually be relegated from the FTSE 100 in the next couple of weeks. So what's the result of all of that, of course, is that we now see indexes in negative territory. It was only a couple of weeks ago we were talking about what a good start the technology heavy NASDAQ index had in the States. It was up about 8.5% at the time. In the year to date now, it's in fact down 2.6%. That's a fair old swing. And the other major indexes in the US, the S&P 500 is down 6.4%, and the Dow Jones Industrial is down around 8.5%. Hit even harder, partly because of the reasons we mentioned around tourism, but also our exposure to the oil and mining stocks, where there's been some demand destruction. The FTSE 100 is currently down 13.5% just in the year to date. Looking ahead to next week then, there's a couple of interesting stories on the corporate front. We're going to get full year numbers from Prudential and M&G. This will be the first time they've reported separately after their fairly recent demerger. Just by way of reminder, of course, in general terms, for M&G, read UK business, and for Prudential, read US and Asia business. They're actually going to report on different days, as if to underline the point that they're now separate companies. Staying in the sort of asset management and insurance space, we're going to also get full year numbers from Phoenix and also indeed Standard Life Aberdeen. They're both FTSE 100 companies. And just as an aside, there's also going to be an update from G4S, the company previously known as Group 4 Security. Probably the other highlight of the week from a broader financial perspective is that on Wednesday, the 11th of March, we are going to get a budget from the new government. The kind of things that we tend to look out for here, although it remains to be seen at this very difficult time, just how much money the government is going to be spending or indeed taking, is whether there's going to be any relaxation of business rates, which could be a positive for the retailers, or indeed at the headline tax level in an effort to get consumer spending again. We will be doing an update on the day once we know exactly what we're up against. Thank you for watching. Have a great week.